Welcome back to the Uprise, everybody, where we are rising up together for positive change. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Today I wanted to talk about being persistent. Being persistent is very important whenever you're trying to reach for something greater. If you're not persistent, you're not going to achieve. This can play a role in every aspect of your life. Anything that you want to reach out for or obtain, you're going to need to be persistent about it 9 times out of 10. Now, especially with long-term goals and even short-term goals. The main focus is to not let the setbacks really set you back. There's always going to be setbacks. We know that. Even mental blocks, barriers, those are all setbacks. The best thing to do is to look at it from the macro level. So zoom out and look at where you are and see the end goal and remind yourself, I'm going to do this. Remind yourself what you're trying to do and that you will achieve it. It does take time, as all things do, but keeping yourself in game mode, so to speak, I am going to do this, I've got this, I can do this, that persistence will pay off. If you look at every notable famous person in the world anywhere, they had persistence to get the things that they wanted and to achieve the things that they wanted to do. What I find helps is to do that macro view and realize, well, I've come a long way already. And yes, I've had setbacks, but I didn't let them keep me down. I kept pushing forward. There was a time growing up, towards the latter part of my teenage years, we were moving around a lot, and we had been staying with family here and there, and no real place to call our own. One of the challenges was that we needed to have income. We had basically outstayed our welcome here, so we were kind of out roaming around on our own. The only way we could get through was to find work and start earning some money. So naturally, this was difficult because at that point, I hadn't yet had a legit full-on job. I was doing like under the table work and stuff like that. But we needed something more stable and reliable. And I was at the age finally where that was an available option. So I set about being very persistent with every employer in the area that would even allow me to walk up to them and talk to them about a job. So in that situation, I knew what had to be done. I had to get hired. Being a young person who hasn't had a legitimate job before, that was very difficult. But I knew that there were opportunities available at certain places where they're willing to take on you as a new hire. So I filled out application after application after application after application after application and turned them all in. Literally 10 to 20 applications in a day to try and find something. And in doing that, I also went back and followed up with every single one, every time. Because that's the important part, is getting yourself out there and saying, hey, remember me? I gave you this application last week. What about it? So it's really important to do that. And it ended up paying off. I was able to actually get a legitimate full-time job and support my family, help my parents and my brothers and sister and help us get out of that tough time. But even then, there was still persistence needed because you have to then keep that job and maintain it. It's a whole new situation, so you have to be persistent because you know what you need to do. So really it's a mental game, and you got to keep yourself ready to go and keep yourself driving and pushing forward. You can do this. Every opportunity you have, remind yourself to be persistent and to keep pushing on. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by. I invite you to subscribe slap the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you when I release again. Leave a like and a comment. I really want to hear from you guys. Post it down below. We need to talk about these things and bring awareness. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this subject, so let's do that. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Peasant Uprising and on Instagram at peasant_uprising_. Alright guys, well thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. That's how it's done, Layla. That's how it's done. Isn't as level as it was? Okay. Sorry folks, hold on. Technical difficulties. How does that jive with you? I have to check. Really got the focus.